What's going on YouTube? It's krispyENT and I'm back with another YouTube video. Hey, first I want to thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video, and if you want to stay connected with me, my socials will be down below in the description. Hey, for today's video we're going back to my roots. Okay, I started this game with the charge blade and now I'm back in the charge blade bag. Okay, I feel like I'm more so hitting that veteran status, not really a veteran, but I'm hitting that status of more of an advanced player. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not a beginner anymore. So I came back to the charge blade and I put some shit together. Let me tell you something, man. This build completely piggybacks off of Resuscitate and Resentment, okay? And it is amazing, okay? I finally looked at Resentment and I saw it as a skill. Okay, I'm constantly taking damage. I'm always healing, calling my secret, you know, to pop some heals, and I always have that red recoverable gauge of health. You know what I'm saying? So why not get a buff for that? You know what I'm saying? So we got that for today's video, and I also got a little bit of versatility in here. You're gonna see you can completely swap out a level 5 skill for any other level 5 skill that you want with the way that I got the build set up. I'm super excited about this build, man. Hey, if you guys want to stay up to date with everything here at the channel, make sure to drop a like on the video, comment down below what you think, hit that sub button, and with all that being said, let's get straight into the video. All right, so here you guys have it. This is going to be the build right here. Let's get started with the weapons. We got the Blazing Your Maya. All right, this is the Zoshia Charge Blade. Moving on down to our second weapon. All right, as you guys can see, we have the Arshian Charge Blade. Okay, this thing is also phenomenal as hell. I know you guys probably know that this thing is, you know, the better pick out of the two, but that White Flame Torrent is just so dope, you know, and I honestly just like the look of Zoshia's weapon. I hate constantly having to use the Arshian weapon just because they're stronger in a sense. You know, I like to just play it and have fun and look good while I'm playing it. You feel me? For our reinforcement bonus, as you guys can see, we have 2 attack as well as 2 sharpness and 1 affinity. All right, moving on down to our gear pieces, you guys can see we are running a 2-piece Guardian Ebony set as well as a 3-piece new Udra set. All right, check it out, you guys are in for a treat. These are my equipment skills with no jewels attached to the build. You feel me? Level 5 burst, level 3 resentment, level 2 flare. Okay, I do have the talisman on for that level 2 flare already. I was gonna take it off and just start with no flare, but check this out, man. This is what's dope about this build. All right, that 2-piece Guardian Ebony set is gonna give us burst boost 1. And for those of you that don't know, burst boost 1 is gonna extend the duration of the burst skill and grant +3 attack while the burst is active. Okay, so that's huge for our level 5 burst. All right, and then the 3-piece new Udra set, okay, this is gonna give you 2 bonuses. All right, this is gonna give you Bad Blood 1 as well as Resuscitate. Okay, and that Bad Blood 1 is gonna deal moderate additional damage while the resentment skill is active. Okay, that's why we're proccing into the resentment for this build. All right, and then that Resuscitate is just gonna give us even more attack when we're inflicted with ailments. This goes hand in hand with resentment because both have to deal with taking damage from monsters. Okay, you take damage from monsters, you had red health like in that recoverable gauge. All right, it's that low red meter, right? And then Resuscitate, the monsters are going to inflict you with ailments when they attack you. Okay, that's the dragon blight, you know, bubble blight, etc., etc. And the reason our skills are like this with no jewels yet is because of the skills that come with the equipment we have on. For our Guardian Ebony helm, we're getting 2 levels of burst. Okay, for our new Udra chest piece, we're gaining 1 level to resentment. For our Guardian Ebony braces, we're gaining 2 levels of burst and 1 level to the divine blessing, but we have no gem slots. 2 levels of burst, 1 divine blessing, I'll take it. For our new Udra waist, we have 2 more levels to resentment, and for our Udra legs, we have 1 level to burst and 1 level to windproof. All right, nobody really cares about windproof, to be honest. What we're looking at here is that level 3 jewel slot. Okay, if you haven't noticed yet, all 3 of my Udra pieces have 1 level 3 jewel slot. So what does that tell you? We can apply our talisman mixed with those level 3 jewel slots to get any level 5 skill that we want. So as for this build, as you can see, I'm running level 5 flare, but if I wanted to just swap it out for weakness exploit, just swap it out, put on the weakness exploit talisman, and then put on 3 tenderizer jewels. Say you wanted to go agitator, okay, then put on the agitator charm and then put on 3 level 3 challenger jewels. You see what I'm saying? This build is super versatile in terms of whatever you want to do. You feel me? You can just change a weapon and then completely change a level 5 skill. You know what I'm saying? And just get busy on these monsters. So this build is already off to a phenomenal start and we haven't even gotten into the jewels yet. All right, so now let's get into the jewels. So getting into our jewels here, as you can see here, starting with our Blazing Your Maya, we do have magazine handicraft, and then I went ahead and maxed out artillery. The full rarity 8 weapons give you a 3-2-1 jewel slot setup. So you can do a level 3 slot, level 2, and then level 1. For that level 2 and level 1, I put artillery to max that out. For those of you that don't know, artillery is huge for the charge blade because it strengthens the explosions of your file attack. And I do have magazine and handicraft in my level 3 slot, which is going to give me maxed out magazine, which isn't level 3, it's only only going to be level 2, but that's still huge for the charge blade because it allows you to charge your charge blade files at yellow gauge instead of red. And then that level 1 handicraft is just going to give us a little bit of weapon sharpness. Okay, moving on down to the Archean variant, you guys are going to see these jewels and be like, yo, why is he not just using this, man? Like this jewel setup is crazy. So as you can see here, we got quick switch handicraft, focus handicraft, and magazine handicraft. Okay, that is crazy setup for the charge blade. On top of the reinforcement bonuses, this thing is nuts. That level 3 handicraft is going to extend our weapon gauge sharpness. That level 3 focus is going to increase gauge fill up rates and reduce charge times by 15%. And that level 3 quick switch is going to give us plus 30% switch speed as well as a plus 20% to our morph attack damage. Okay, that is huge, man. And then as you guys already know, we went over low shells. We do have low shells on here as well, so we're going to be able to charge our charge blade on our yellow gauges instead of our red. Moving on down to our jewels for our equipment, we do have our whatever jewel, which is giving us another level to our resentment, and this is going to be on our helm piece. Now to the very important part of the build, okay, the 3 level 3 jewel slots. So as you can see, I have flare on the chest piece, I have flare on the waist, and I have flare on the legs. Okay, so that with the talisman is going to give me level 5 flare. Like I said before, if you guys wanted to switch this out for anything else, you are welcome to do so. This is just how I'm running the build, and this is, like I said, just a template for you guys to take and do what you wish with. All right, and then for everything else, those 2 sheds as well as that 1 protection jewel, that is just quality of life. Okay, quick shed, you know, the charge blade, putting it away is so slow. You know, that 2 levels does kind of help out just a little bit, so it's a quality of life change for me, as well as the additional protection, which is giving me another help to my divine blessing, which I do have on one of my gear pieces. All right, so 2 levels of divine blessing is okay, it's definitely viable. And then we are running the evasion mantle as well on this build. All right, so that's pretty much gonna do it for the build. I really hope you guys like the way I edited this and had this set up, you know, with the gameplay going in the background and just kind of slapping the build on screen for you. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it, man. If you guys want to stay up to date with everything krispyENT, with everything gaming, whatever I'm covering, make sure you drop a like, follow those socials down below, comment below what you think, and drop those subs, man. Much love to you guys. I appreciate you guys again for clicking on the video. With all that being said, it's krispyENT, and I'm up out of here, man.